Okay, so let's be real for a sec. We've all been tempted by those flashy fitness fads, right? Those ones promising you'll get ripped in like a week.
Yeah, those miracle solutions.
But today we're going deeper, way deeper. We're talking about strength training that sticks, the kind that makes you healthier and happier for years and years to come. And to guide us, we're diving into celebrity trainer Senada Greca's interview, the one on the Shetty podcast.
Oh, yeah, I caught that one.
Yeah, she had some really interesting points in there.
And she would know training someone like Kim K.
Exactly. But don't worry, this deep dive isn't about getting that body. It's about taking Senada's wisdom, all that experience, and turning it into something you can use no matter where you're at in your fitness journey.
Totally. And one of the things that really struck me was Senada's emphasis on starting small, like really small. She's a big advocate for just committing to 5 minutes a day.
5 minutes? Seriously. I mean, that almost feels too easy.
That's the point. It's about building a habit, right? 5 minutes is doable, even on your busiest day.
Okay, so it's not about instant results. It's about building that consistency.
Exactly. And 5 minutes a day, that's enough to prove to yourself that you can show up for your well-being. It's powerful stuff.
Yeah, that mental side of things is huge. And, speaking of long-term, Senada mentioned something kind of scary about bone density.
Oh, yeah, that caught my attention too. Get this, bone density starts declining as early as age 25 to 30.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Even for those of us who feel invincible right now?
I'm afraid so. And, as we get older, that decline, it can mean a higher risk of falls. Plus, if you do fall, weaker bones, well, it takes a lot longer to bounce back.
So it's not just about how strong you are now, but how you're setting yourself up for the future.
Right. And it's not just bone density. We're talking muscle mass, too. That starts declining around the same time.
So use it or lose it really applies here. So then, how do we actually combat that natural decline? Well, Senada highlighted these studies, and get this, exercise, like straight up working out, it actually outperformed therapy and medication when it came to battling depression and anxiety.
Seriously, that's amazing.
Yeah, I know. I was floored too when I first heard it.
So what did they find? Like, how much exercise are we talking about?
So in the study, they found that just 150 minutes a week, so like a little over 20 minutes each day, it led to a 40% to 60% reduction in those tougher symptoms.
Wow. And how does that compare to traditional routes like therapy or medication?
So those only showed a 20% to 30% reduction. So basically less than half as effective.
That's wild. But just to be clear, this isn't about ditching your therapist or anything.
Of course not. We'd never say that. It's all about having as many tools as possible, right?
Yeah.
Like adding another weapon to your arsenal.
Totally. It's all about what works best for you and your mental well-being.
Exactly. But now, before we all run off to do a million squats, I got to address the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
I know some of you are probably thinking, hold on, I don't want to look like a bodybuilder.
Oh, yeah, the dreaded bulking up fear. It's super common, especially for women.
Right. But Senada was very clear on this point.
Yeah, what did she say?
She said, women, we don't bulk up as easily as we think. It all comes down to hormones. We simply don't have the same makeup as men. It's not as simple as lift weights, get instantly jacked.
Phew, that's a relief.
Right. And you know what? Senada talked about how strength training actually made her feel more empowered, not less feminine, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, it's about feeling strong in your own skin.
Exactly. And that, my friend, is the perfect segue. Because it's not just about the physical stuff, it's about the mindset.
100%. It really is about mindset. It's not just about going through the motions at the gym.
So ditching the no pain, no gain mentality.
Exactly. Senada's all about shifting that perspective, moving from self-criticism to a place of self-love during your fitness journey.
So we're not talking about those crazy boot camps or
Yeah.
anything, where you're basically punishing yourself.
Not at all. It's about approaching your body with respect, with gratitude for everything it can do for you. And, Senada even uses things like meditation and visualization, trying to find that balance between her mind and body.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. I've never thought about it like that before. It's so easy to get caught up in what you should be doing, like I should be running a marathon or I should love HI classes. But what if, and hear me out here, what if we tried something radical and just focus on activities that we actually enjoy?
I love that. And it actually ties in perfectly with another point Senada made. It's not about how much you're doing, it's about the quality of the movement. Like she encourages people to move more throughout the day, not just in a 1-hour gym session.
So instead of obsessing over hitting that magical 10,000 steps on your fitness tracker, it's about being mindful and moving more like naturally. throughout the day.
You got it. It's those little things that add up. Like, even if you have a desk job, you can take the stairs instead of the elevator, walk around while you're on the phone, or even just stand up to stretch every hour.
Right. Like sneaking in movement where you can. It's like that saying, the best exercise is the one you'll actually do.
Exactly. And you know what else I thought was kind of funny? Sonata actually admitted that she doesn't even love cardio.
Wait, really? I feel so much better now. I thought I was the only one.
Nope, you're not alone. She says she'd much rather find activities that bring her joy, which I think is such an important message. It shouldn't feel like a chore, you know?
It really is about finding what works for you, not forcing yourself into something you dread.
Right. So as we wrap up our deep dive into Senada Greca's advice, we want to leave you with a little challenge.
Ooh, I like challenges. Hit me.
What if, just for this week, you took Senada's advice to heart? Like, really tried it out.
Okay, I'm listening.
Instead of dragging yourself to those HIE classes you secretly hate.
Don't judge me.
I'm not judging. But what if you tried swapping them out for something that actually sparks joy?
Okay, I see where you're going with this. So, like, what, ditch the gym and become a trapeze artist?
Hey, if that's your jam, go for it. But no, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It could be something as simple as, like, a 5-minute dance class online, or finally checking out that hiking trail you've been eyeing.
Or even just parking further away from the store so you can enjoy the walk.
Exactly. It's all about finding those little ways to fit in more movement, even if it's not a traditional workout.
It's about making movement a part of your life, not a chore you have to check off your to-do list.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, that's about all the time we have for today's deep dive, but we hope this has inspired you to rethink your relationship with movement and fitness.
Absolutely. It's about finding what feels good, what brings you joy, and what you can stick with for the long haul.
And who knows, you might just surprise yourself at how strong and empowered you feel when you ditch the shoulds and start moving your body in ways that feel amazing.